it is time to say goodbye to unattractive walls, retaining walls, ugly fences in your garden, and welcome in harmonious garden views. Welcome to Valentina Design Universe. I am Valentina, your host, and tonight I have two gentlemen. Their names are, first of all, they come all the way from Arizona, and I expected to see two older men, but instead here I have two very young and attractive guys. Then Hayman and Jake. Haigh.
Haigh, yeah.
Welcome, gentlemen. Real welcome to my show. I'm so happy to have you on Valentina Design Universe.
We're so glad to be here.
Thank you so much, yeah.
Thank you. So, you are the creator, or at least your company is, the creator of something very beautiful. I want you to tell the audience why your garden are so beautiful. What is this idea that started your company, and why and how you beautify these retaining walls or ugly fences?
All of them, whatever it is.
Yes.
The company was actually created by a few East Coast guys who came from places where they were seeing Niagara Falls, they were seeing beautiful parks, the leaves change with the seasons.
Lots of foliage.
Lots of foliage, green grass, and they moved out to Arizona, the desert, right? Dry, not a lot of color. You know, obviously color.
Yes.
So what they did was they decided, what can we do? Can we paint these walls? Can we have a mural artist come in and paint them? Can we stucco them? What can we do? And after a lot of testing and going through different variations, we came upon our current product, and it's basically outdoor murals for your backyard.
I forgot to say, which is the company?
Wall Sensations.
Wall Sensations.
Yes.
And that's why I think you do sensational work with these images. So, if it's not a secret, what are these images? Are they photographic, like prints, or are trompe-l'oeil, or are painted, hand-painted? What are they?
They're actually custom photographic murals. So we take really, really high-resolution images. We have a large format digital printer, a specific material that's allowed us to be the only warranted outdoor mural in the country, and from there, it's really any look you want. If you wanted to customize your favorite beach island in Hawaii, if you wanted to see the garden or Central Park, we can duplicate that, blow it up to whatever the size your wall is, proportion it right to your wall. If you wanted something that's looked like you were going into a cave or something 3D, we also play with that as well.
Right.
Really, anything you want. We can, just like you said, sensationalize your yard.
Right. But are the images they must be copyrighted, right? Who provides the image? Like the homeowner, or
Sometimes
you provide?
We can do customized projects where any client can send us a picture, and as long as we have, their permission and a very high resolution picture, we can then take that image and apply it to anything.
Part of our library consists of different photographers we work with. We've partnered with National Geographic photographers who travel the world taking pictures that are exclusive for us, so nobody else can use them except for us. We also have our own intellectual property, some photos in our arsenal, some top sellers. We also have requests. Sometimes we'll get a customer who will say, you know, I'm looking for a view from a mountaintop. Is there any way one of your photographers can find that for us? And we'll do specific jobs, you know, with that in mind as well.
And so how do you make sure that the photography is, let's say, aside from what you have in your archive, how do you know the photography is copyrighted? Because nowadays we really have to be careful of what we use of other people's work.
Absolutely.
How do you know? Do they leave you a release or something?
Exactly, yeah. From the original artists, we have to have some type of agreement in place.
Right. Okay.
There's also various companies that we've partnered with who provide stock photography. So, you know, we've pretty much covered every angle. If
We've
you
got a
want
very
something, we got
expansive
it.
library, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I imagine. So the request must be very, very different.
There's a lot.
From way out in left field, something
Right.
you'd never think of, to standard gardens and
Yeah,
Right.
quite literally anything from, you know, stadiums. We've had guys who wanted to make their man caves, she sheds, you know, using images from their favorite football stadium.
Absolutely.
Or something like that to, you know, like
making the
Dan said,
ceiling of the
national-
Sistine Chapel in their kitchen, you know, so we
using
mix it
National
up.
Geographic
That's what
imagery.
I was wondering. What if I have an entry of a client that wants to have the Sistine Chapel, or wants to have a Palace of Versailles in their entry? Can you do it?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Indoor, outdoor.
So it's not just an exterior application. You can do
No.
also an interior application,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Right. So let me ask you, it's what makes this product fire retardant, or it can stand the weather,
Yep.
hot sun or a lot of rain? And what makes this product? Is there a formula that you can't disguise, or
Part of
I mean,
it's the material. The material's been tested. We've gone through, you know, in the 12+ years the company's been around, we've gone through different materials, different ounces, different weights of materials, and we've found some that weren't fire retardant and faded, and we finally landed on one that we've been using now for the past probably 4 or 5 years. It's the material combined with our printing process. It's a specific type of ink that once it's applied to the material, it actually hardens over time. And as it's hardening, it's lengthening its lifespan. So the biggest detriment to it is sun. And you know, depending on where you are in the country, if you get any type of shade at all, you know, murals will go 5, 7, 10+ years. So.
So it's kind of long-lasting,
Absolutely.
even if
100%.
if it's exposed to a heavy sun.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
the product was forged in the Arizona sun and heat,
Okay.
right? So we kind of conditioned the formula and the process that we would use for the images throughout the summers, where you have 115 degrees, 120 degrees at, you know, some extremes, no shade, and that was really where we kind of started to fine-tune the product.
Right.
Exactly. Born and bred in the Arizona desert summers. So anywhere else is long lasting
How to
for
be,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing. So what about if someone wants to be ugly with a neighbor? Somebody did something to, let's say, to you, and they want to get, I don't know, they slashed the thing, the panels. What, is it cuttable? Is it, can you destroy it, or?
It is tough to destroy. It is you can't rip it. We've tried. We've asked all our clients to try. We use it for commercial applications. We wrap skyscrapers. We use it alone as fencing. We've seen it tagged with graffiti. Like you said, you bother your neighbor and maybe they come back at you. And it's easy to clean. It's easily washable. As long as you
spray
get to
it
it
directly with the hose. You can spray it directly with water.
As long as you get to it right away.
Yeah.
Easy to clean.
You could use soap.
Extremely durable. Yeah, I don't think you could.
I mean, if somebody took a blade to it,
Yeah.
you know, that would, but the likelihood of that happening shouldn't be that high.
Yeah. So it's a good thing to have, because your garden will never look the same ever again. And just the fact that you can sit and enjoy this view that is really not existent.
Absolutely. It really changes a space
Right.
to creating a more positive and creative environment that I think, you know, has a really big impact on everyone's day-to-day life.
Yeah.
You know, when you look outside and you don't just see a little kind of hole-ridden pony wall, and instead you see something that inspires you, who knows what you could do every day.
And
True.
on that note as well, you know, some of our customers, because they are removable and interchangeable, some of our customers will say, okay, for the summer, here's the garden I want. In the fall, I want to take it down, and I want you guys to come back, and I want you to put up one with the leaves changing colors.
Oh, that's
and they're kind of
fabulous.
seasonal with their landscape in the yard. they kind of match it and keep
change
the environment.
it with the weather and with the season.
Exactly.
That is fantastic. But now I have to be kind of a bad girl.
Okay.
Is this a very expensive process? Because I would like to have the winter season. Since here in California we do not have seasons,
Right.
you know,
Like us in Arizona.
you know, we go from the bikini to the fur coat.
Yeah.
And that's it.
We're either on the beach or skiing.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like there is no in between, and the weather it looks like always the same, windy, kind of chill, and you know, it's like always the same.
Yeah.
So I like to have the season. What do I do if it's so costly? Is it really costly?
That's the beauty, is that it was designed to be a cost-effective way to beautify your yard. Not to mention, it was also thought up with the idea of, hey, we can cut back on water bills. We're not watering our garden every day because we have one up there on the wall. It is it's a cost-effective solution. The more you had to do for us, if you said I have multiple I want outdoor, multiple indoor, the better discounts we can do, obviously. But it is absolutely designed to be a cost-effective solution, even to, you know, mural artists, painters, things like that. Yeah, we pride ourselves on being affordable completely across the board.
And on that, we price per square foot.
Okay.
So depending on what the project is, the rate that we charge will fluctuate a little bit.
And some customers like to do the installation themselves. It's a very easy installation
And
process.
is it really possible?
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
We have a great 2-minute video how to install.
Wow.
And that obviously saves on the price too. We have teams all over the country, but some clients, you know, they like to do it. If you're any kind of handy or you do your own landscaping, it's a great do-it-yourself project.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Excuse me. But this is a good thing because of the xeriscape. I think I need some water. Excuse me, guys.
No problem.
I should have got some water here. But anyway, good for the xeriscape concept of gardens that doesn't need much maintenance.
Exactly.
And here we do have drought problems, so not watering the gardens every day, it's probably this is a better solution.
Beneficial, yep. We've actually had certain home builders of communities come to us and say, you know, we're developing a new community in California or wherever, and we would spend X amount of dollars for each home with landscaping and plants. Instead of rigging irrigation systems with, you know, wasted water, we'd like to bring you guys in to give us a good look, but also, you know, combat some of those costs and the drought issue as well. So
it's very nice. And you know, the fact that you can just sit there and just like in your picture, you have the fire pit, and it's like, it's beautiful.
right.
I think you a bunch of genius. Yes, you are, because it solves so many problems.
It really does.
That's what we like to think too.
Mm.
I love it. So have you done a lot of exteriors like city work, public work? Have you?
We have, yeah. We've over the past few years, we've moved more so into the commercial world. We've done stadiums, we do zoos, museums.
Right.
We've done a water park.
Water parks.
Yeah.
We have a full design
Nice.
team, and we love to get creative. We're a little weird bunch over there, so we, you know, no project is too different for us, for sure. You know, yeah, anything from, like you said, stadiums. We've done the floors of basketball courts. We've done Sistine Chapel ceilings, like you said. We've done it all.
Wow. So how long has been the company alive?
It was going on.
It's been about 13 years.
Yeah, about 13 years. Yeah.
Wow. So what is some of your most predominant work? Is it mostly commercial or mostly private?
We have a healthy
homes?
amount of both. I think in the beginning, certainly we had more residential than we did commercial, but now, as Dan mentioned, we really are moving into more. The past couple of years has had a commercial focus, which has been very exciting.
We've done quite a few showrooms, big-time showrooms for companies. You know, Capital One, Berkshire Hathaway, some of the, you know, the big names. We've done a lot of different offices. We've done on the indoor side. We've done outdoor exterior wraps on, you know, skyscrapers from San Francisco to New York. So
LA, yeah.
LA, yeah.
So the outside of a skyscraper, what would be like an image of on the outside of a skyscraper?
For example, I was in Los Angeles last week. They have a huge image of a new iPhone right on the wall, right on one of the skyscrapers downtown. And we can custom print and custom cut something like that, supply the lighting as well, kind of dress it up. You know, for advertising purposes or branding purposes. Sometimes, you know, a company will come to us and say, recently in Phoenix, a big physical therapy chain came to us and said, we want something that people will stop and get a photograph by. Yes. So we got creative and
some landmarks.
Exactly. Yep. And
do you know what it would be good? Some of these cheerful images for hospitals.
Absolutely.
That's exactly.
We've actually, we have partnered with a rehab facility, and we are using our imagery and imagery that we worked on together with the directors of that project to kind of create a very positive environment for anybody going through that process.
It was really, really interesting, actually, because it was a full stage rehab center from A to Z. So they were very specific about this room has to be very specific calming images. This room has to be, you know, can't use these colors. We have to focus on these colors. So we actually learned a lot about, you know, how people respond to different images and colors in the process. We do a lot of work with the Children's Hospital in Arizona. We try and donate as much murals. Like you said, you know, you see something nice on the wall instead of a white wall, and it can brighten somebody's day. So
absolutely.
We definitely do.
You
a lot
know, I've always been the type of person that has said, at least to myself, I said, if I never had a fireplace, I would have painted one.
Sure.
You know, because the effect of a fireplace is
So
calming.
nice.
It's harmony. It's harmonious.
All the same things you can get from one of our murals,
and
would you
warmth.
say?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Our board members, they always remind us that while it is a good business, you know, we make money. They really, it's something different when you see the customer after you change their whole environment and see the look on their face.
You can see that positive reaction.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, it's a deeper thing than just being satisfied with a purchase.
Yeah, we love it.
But, you know, business has to make money.
Yes.
That's the main goal of a business. But if a second goal is to make people happy,
Exactly.
it's a successful business.
Absolutely.
And in
Combine the
all
best
the
of both
business.
Yep.
In all the business.
Yep.
So yours is much more because it has to do with colors. It has to do with nature. And feelings,
environments,
environments,
attitudes,
memories. Because you can have a painting of some.
Absolutely.
Of
if there
some
was
of your
a
memories.
moment or a landmark that, you know, a couple or somebody had, maybe the image where they got married or something like that, you know, we could then print that and they could hang on to it.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times customers come to us and say, here's a photo we took 7 years ago while we were on vacation. Can you turn this into a big mural for us? We could do it. It's tough, but we get it done.
Yes. It's, I think you have no limitation on what you can really do, right?
That's
limitation.
exactly how we feel. Which is what's so exciting about it.
And we've built a good team. We have a full design team, full design department. So at this point, there's really nothing we haven't seen. You know, and like I said, we get creative and we're able to work through, you know.
Well, it's not true. Nothing you haven't seen. There is so much more to do.
Far.
That's true.
You're right.
That's true.
You're right.
That is true.
There is always
that we've seen enough that we feel confident.
Yes.
And ready to take on any kind of project, getting super creative, figuring out new ways to apply the murals and the product that we make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are all the people in your Wall Sensations company all so upbeat like you and are all so vibrant? And
we try and stay on the cutting edge. We have an app as well.
You do?
For mobile phones.
Yes.
For, you know, the customer who's sitting at home in their yard, maybe sitting having coffee in the morning, and they have their plain old wall out there. they can actually take a photo of the wall and then play with our images and see what they'd look like actually on their own wall while they're sitting in their yard. So it kind of gives them a feel of, wow, that's what it could look like.
Wonderful.
And then it comes right to us, and we start that process.
Yeah, enticing people.
Exactly. So
in the subliminal way. Oh yes.
Everyone in the company is fun and energetic and
exciting.
Exactly.
Yes.
We feel it's an exciting environment. It's not hard to put that forth when you're excited to get to work and you're excited to do things every day.
Yeah, we're making people smile. Can't be stressed out doing that.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to work and you say like, yes, let's see who we're going to make happy today.
Exactly.
What can we do to make someone's day today?
Exactly.
Absolutely. The best work. Absolutely the best work, yes. But so now tell me something funny. Your images are so beautiful. I want to walk into these images. Has ever happened? I mean, I do. I've been looking at your picture for a long time, ever since I've known you. It's like, I want to walk there. It's a beautiful pathway, or whatever it is.
Looks so enticing, right? Why not? Certainly.
It's like, is any person gone really there and bumped their head on it?
It's funny you should ask.
Funny story.
A few years ago, we had a call from a school. And the school said, we have a kind of enclosed outdoor recess area with this ugly cement block wall. And what they said was they wanted like a garden look. So we ended up, our design team came up with a garden look with kind of a path, Asian garden look with kind of a path through. And that gave it great depth and made you kind of go, whoa, where's that going? And we got a call the day after we installed from the principal of the school. So I got great news and I got not so great news.
Uh-oh.
We obviously said, tell us the great news first. She said the mural's beautiful. The teachers, parents, everybody loves it.
Very well.
It looks so realistic, which brings me to my issue. It looks so realistic. One of our younger kids ran right into the wall trying to run up the path. Bang. Fell over, knocked himself unconscious.
Oh boy.
So we were concerned. The kid was okay, but it definitely had the office laughing for years. Yeah.
So do you have to put some kind of warning when you have your work up?
Sometimes we
After that happened, they did.
Sometimes
They did
we
put
do.
up a
Depends on the image.
Yeah.
There's another one I can think of that's it's a keyhole. It looks like you're walking into a long hallway. And that was on the front of a retail building, and we had people who kept mistaking
walk down the hallway
for the door to the retail building. So the owner of the store actually had to put a sign up that said, "Use the door to the left."
Oh boy.
So.
Well, the reason why I asked you is because it happened to me with a mural.
Oh yeah.
I was new to that town. It was actually here in this area. But I was new, and I had just arrived. I didn't know much about people painting murals on the walls.
3D will get you.
It really got me. I walked into that thing, ba-bang.
Did anybody see it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Good.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
There were some guys coming through with, this was in the street, so there were some people saw me while they were driving. They honked at me. It's like, yeah, okay.
That's great.
How funny.
Yep.
That is how good that mural was. So it really got me.
That's what we try and do, yep. Especially in a small residential area, if we can trick you to choose an image that's got great depth to it, all of a sudden your small backyard now feels much larger.
Much larger.
And that's the beauty also of this work, that you really enlarge the space.
Yeah.
That's why I said it in my introduction, let's invite in the harmony and beautiful view. They're really inviting. And so it's beautiful. I really love it.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
So I really wish you a great success in every possible direction. And if you are ever in this area again, let's hook up and let's go to lunch or dinner or whatever. But
absolutely,
that would be fabulous.
I will be glad to see you again.
Us as well.
And I really like you here in the studio telling us all about this beautiful work that you do. I think people need to know about it. And Really, I wish you a great success.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, it was a pleasure being here.
Absolutely.
Thank you
for
so
giving
much.
us an opportunity to share it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my pleasure, my pleasure. But I think at the moment we are wrapping the show. It's been fun, 28 minutes or so. And I want to thank my crew as well
Absolutely.
from being here and helping making this show. Another great show, another great information. So all of us, I'm just saying a big kiss to all of you and peace and love from all of us. Thank you.